Hello everyone, welcome to my Card Creations series. This is week 2 of my Storybook Moments class. So Storybook Moments is a theme for January, and that's the suite I'm working with. So my name is Rochelle Smith and I'm from Stampin' and I'm based in Melbourne. I'm an independent Stampin' administrator here. So if you have any questions throughout today, please ask me and chat with me while um, uh, we're here. I'd love to know who's watching with me. And also, um, have you got this suite of products? I'm going to be creating a card for the guys and something a little bit unusual, I guess, from this suite. It's very vintage and you would say for kids and not only kids, like it's lovely and it's God. I'll show you the what I'm going to be using is there's 2 bundles in this. I'll be using this garden patch storybook garden patch bundle today, and so it's a mega suite. You get lots of products in it. You get 2 stamp sets and 2 dies sets, and there's also some matching scrapbooking products which go really well with this. So uh, make sure you check it out. Um, how this works is you can get this card and the other 3 cards I create during this series. You can get them all free when you make a purchase of $100 with me during January. You'll get the kit to make the cards, and I'll share with you in each video what you get in that kit. So you supply your stamp set and whatever the colors and things, but I'll show you what you get in the kit. So I'll show you the card we're going to make today. And here it is. So this is the card we are doing today, and I said this suite is really good for guys, and I apologize for lighting a bit. It's a bit dark at the moment. Let's see whether I can get that a bit better. Just so that it's a touch. All right, so I'll be using this new set of it's scrapbooking product, and it's a new set. And we have in our annual catalog, we have the Being Minds products, and this coordinates with that. And I didn't realize how these worked and how big they were. They're really great dies, really useful. I just got it this week, and they work really well. So apologies, I'm just trying to fix this lighting here. Never mind, we'll keep going. So what it does is when you die cut that, I've cut the hexagon out of this, and when you cut it, you're gonna get the you're gonna get the negative, obviously when you cut it, but you get that. But it's a double, like you get the frame as well. I didn't realize till I used it, and I think that's really handy. So you're getting these large hexagons as well. So there's 5 of them, and all these are there's a stamp set that goes with it with I've yet to use, but this is the first time I'm using it. That makes a really good size for a card front if you want to do some fancy folds and things. That would make that's a good size for that. So let's get to creating, and I will share with you some tips and tricks as we create this card. So first I'm going to do, and whatever I'm sharing with you, you're going to get in your kit, and this includes all the inside bits and envelopes. So I've got some Fluid 100, and we are going to stamp in StazOn ink. Now StazOn is, you need to stamp in StazOn so you get, because we're going to do some watercoloring with the blender pen. So use your StazOn. I've got 3 stamps. which I'm using, and I'll be coloring these, and I'll be showing you how to do that. And we're going to be using some stamping right markers for this. So we'll go ahead and stamp our 3 images, and there are dies for all these. And you'll get all the 100, which is it's watercolor cardstock, so that's essential when you want to do a bit more work. Like you can use basic white, but I did a little bit more blending and things like that. So you want to have a good uh, good cardstock under that's conducive to watercoloring. So to start with, I've got some stamping white markers. So stamping white markers are our water-based markers, and as opposed to stamping blends, which are alcohol-based. Now these come in packs. They come in the way. Apart from black is separate, but you get the range of the subtles, the brights, regals, and neutrals, and then you also get, so that's 10 pack, and then you get the in colors in 5 pack. So I'm going to start with a pot, and I've got pink and pie there, so I'm going through the colors with you. I've also got a blender pen. Now a blender pen you can purchase in a pack of 3, and it has like a solution inside it which helps with blending color. I've got a bit of just a tissue to wipe off any color that I get there. And we're going to start. I'll bring in my silicone pad. This is one I had earlier, so you can purchase them in the store, but they're just a bit smaller now. Different, but same. So I'm gonna bring in a clear block, and to start with, I am going to use a bit of Calypso coral, and and some Cajun crayons. My Cajun crayons is running out of it, but that's okay. We're just going with that. And I'm going to bring in using my Cajun crayons, and I'm going to use that brush to lift the color onto here and fill in that. Now, if you don't have any of these colors, you can substitute with what you've got. But right now, we have an offer where you can get 2 packs of these, so 2 10 packs, either the brights, regals, neutrals, or subtles, and a stamp set in when you purchase a starter kit. So the starter kit is $169, and you get to choose $235 of product. But until the 28th of February, when you purchase a starter kit, you will get these 2 packs of whatever your 2 choices are of markers, and an extra stamp set as well, which has been selected by Stampin' Up, which is specifically helpful with using your markers. So I've used a little bit of Cajun Craze there. I'm going again with some Calypso coral. Now you'll find my blender pen is very old, and I need to update it, and so it's probably a little bit dry. And when you get yours, it's going to have a little bit more fluid in there to get moving. I apologize for this. You have a sound that's when I get that's nothing really being weird. But I wanted to go live, and I have to share with you that this set is just not for not just for female cards or kids cards. It's great for the newborns and everything. I'm adding some pecan pie now. Now, if you want to purchase the bundle, the Storybook gun, you're instead of purchasing a stamp and a die set, purchase it as a bundle. You're going to save 10%. I'm going to leave that for a bit just to settle, and then I will work on it a bit more. For our the water ring can, I couldn't get the word. I'm using Misty Moonlight as the base. Let's switch around, mate, so I don't have to clean it. And adding it like that, and it just picks that color up. I hope you can see that. Oh, good. Blender pens are really fun to work with. It gives you it's not watercoloring in general. I find is really nice to work with and gives you really nice results. And every time I think it's great for beginners. So much fun. So this is Mr. Moonlight. I'm just going in, filling in some gaps there, and just spread out the line. And I'm going to try and make it a little bit rusty kind of pot. Got a bit of this is smoky slate. You could add any gray here, just to add a little bit of gray on that handle. And I'm not cleaning my brush. If you just wanted to clean it, just give it a clean on tissue, or you can just rub it off on your scrap piece of paper. I'm going to make this a bit rusty by adding some of this pecan pie and any of those brown colors. Pecan pie is a great one to add that rusty tone. This is your first time watching, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the bell to get notified when I go live. And, then you won't miss it. Sometimes I do advise on Facebook that I'm going, but sometimes it's not always, you don't get the notifications. But if I do this, then as I go live, you'll get notification and it won't miss it. So if you're in Australia, you can get this kit for free to make 4 cards like this and the 3 others this month, which I'll send out later this month. And all you just need to do is spend $100 on an order during January, and that will also qualify you for a celebration reward. And celebration is until the 20th of February, and you can get a free product with every $100 you spend. So I'm going back in with page and phrase, just a touch, picking up on that rusty look I'm trying to get. And it's just stippling it here and there, because when the pot's not going to be rusty all in one spot. And I just like that effective game. Now I'm just going in with a bit of pecan pie there. And it's just picked up a little bit of my Cajun, just to add some depth there. So you can still do your blending like you would with a stamping blend. We're just using a different medium here. Okay, so I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to go back to my pot. I didn't want to oversaturate it. And I'm going to add a bit more pecan pie and a bit more of this Cajun. I have to work at this a bit more because this one is drying out. So I'm getting the last bit of Cajun craze out. And underneath I had used a base of calypso. So I'm gonna go with a bit of pecan here, just for some color. And you just add some water to it. You add the pecan pie. Just trying to add that. Now I've got early espresso. And this is all kind of this is got the neutrals too. And I'm going to add some shadow under here. Is where you want to define those 3 spots there. And we'll go back in and we'll be die cutting these. And I like that sort of look. I'm adding some early espresso here too, just to give some depth. All right. Now for our spade, no, not spade, rake. We had a set years ago, a couple of years ago, which had some gardening tools, which had the ladder. I do remember that one. I'm using early espresso here. For the top handle, I'm using cherry cobbler. So try to stick a bit of that. Cherry cobbler there. And I will add a bit of, I've changed up a bit, and I'm adding my smoky slate on the handle, the pull part. I don't know what this is called. Yeah, just a bit of imagination and a bit of, this is pecan pie. I'm just bringing in, just add some light into that. So we've got our 3 images. We just need to die cut it. That's pretty ready to go, I think. Just going to bring in my Misty. Next, so if you want a product list, the product list is down there. I've got the link there, so you can add anything that you need to your cart. If you want, you can either order online or you can get in touch with me, and I can help you with that. So you will get in your kit a card base, a Misty Moonlight card base. You will also get this piece of cardstock with the die cut out of the center, so you'll get the negative, and you'll get a matte layer. You will get this, which is a piece of the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. So not quite square. This is one side is a little bit wider than the other. And we're just going to glue that to the back of this. So easiest way is I just found with going like this just to make sure around it because they put very much. I just thought, oh, I'll do it like this. Just want to make sure it's straight. Flip it around. Make sure the squares or the lines. So you've got that little. Just gonna turn that over for a second. Well, this dries. Take the excess glue off. Alright. Then I have die cut 2 of these leaves. These are from the Country Flowers dies. And there, I just thought it needed a little bit of green just to show the gardening kind of look. So I'm using that. I've added 2, and you'll get that in your kit. You will also get a piece of embossed crumb cake, which is the timber embossing folder. Now, when you make that purchase, I will get a PDF out to you as well, so you will have all the measurements in metric and imperial. This is what you get when you die cut. That's not showing it here. That comes out with the frame. It's really handy, that little die. What else have we got? We've got a base, like layering. Okay, so which that will go on here. So I have the PDF separately for available at the end of the month. It's already available to purchase, but I will send it out at the end of the month. So we'll have that, and then have this matte layer. So while this is, I'll leave it to dry for a second. Put all my bits and pieces here. Back in the emulated place, I'm going to do some die cutting. So have I got my dies out? So there's a fair bit of dies here. I've got one for a little rake. I keep saying spade. I have no idea why. The reason I'm saying dry, sometimes when you stick washi or something, just hold it, kind of gets stuck. That's what I didn't want to happen. All right, so we've got the rake, and I'm not. I shall see how I go when I can do it all at once. Sometimes a bit iffy about that. And we've got the little watering can that comes out. That's all that comes out. Die cuts properly, so with the little center out, so that's handy as well. Sometimes if it doesn't, I always go with my images. I'll use the take a pic tool, the scalpel end. You get that, and I'll use that. So I'm just gonna stick that down there. Just notice the little bit that I haven't colored in, so we'll fix that. Just the join. These are the pots. So there's many different dyes with this, and I still got to use them all. I haven't used them all. Experiment with. Mm-hmm. All right. And then we'll bring in our die cutting machine. So this is the Stampin' Cutter emboss machine. These dies would fit in your mini one as well if you have a mini machine. So you could put it in that as well. So just double check that it's all right. That goes moved a little bit. That'd be bad. I just go with it if it moves. Sometimes put another one for good measure. Sorry if I'm a little bit off camera. Let's fix this up before we run it through the machine. You can see that little here is not playing nice. Okay, I'm not going to run it melt. I'll gently just do two. Like that. You know, do you like that? A bit rusty, a bit more masculine and grungy. So there's that thing. Now it does move. I'm going to cut it, and we can that'll be adjustable, and always find that under something. But one side's okay. So There we go. Could cut it before. I always say that. All right, so we got our little, and that's old card, so which is really nice. And just for this one, I'll get my paper snakes and get a bit of that trade on the side. You could rerun it through. It's easy enough. Alright, done. Okay, so we have got our cardstock, our material, and we're going to glue that in a second. But before I do that, I'm going to take my Stampin' Up marker and get yourself a ruler, just a regular ruler, and we're going to use the fine tip to draw some lines around this, just as a detail, and it adds something. So you'll see on the marker that one is wider. You can say that with the front as well. And I'm just moving my ruler down so I can see partially. Bring it in here a bit. Too close on that. Okay. And we're going to start sort of half a centimeter in. And my lines are not all the same length. That's just the rough look I'm going for. That's the nice thing about this. You can freehand it if you want. I'm just going to stop just within that line border. So I'll start back here. As you can see, some are longer, some dashes there. Okay, stop in there. The markers are what you can do is go to journaling. And if you're doing scrapbooking, you can write little notes with it. So, then I'm going to do this side. And this is the final side. Sometimes I've done little spin, which is nice too. Like that's a little bit of detail, a little bit like a stitching. Now we shall glue this on. So one side I said is wider. We're going to glue this one. And it's just a very fine margin, and that's Misty Moonlight on the base. I will glue this on here. Too wide. I've done it too wide, guys. That's okay. We'll just go with it, and then I'm just going to put it on the base. I'm going to switch it up, and you will get the correct thing. I'm going to add it directly onto the base, and I'm just going to, because I think I cut mine a little bit off. Not think, I know I have. And we're going to adapt how it is at the moment, that yours will have the right thing, and yours will have something like this. My margins are a bit higher. I made this a little bit wide. Oh no, it will be right. See, I was right. I just had to switch it around. I was getting all panicky, thinking that it was, which is possible. Gosh, I think my mat layer is a little bit small. Yes, so I want a bigger mat layer. I will cut that much. I think I cut that and kept that all from the side. Apologies. Here's one. So that's all I had to do. Right, so we're going to glue this at the bottom and this on the top, and then we can arrange all our little pieces. So the pointy end, I know hexagons are normally like when you put the beads the other way, but I'm choosing to go this way because it fit better for my card. So it's a little bit for the inside, especially a bit for the outside. So you'll get all these embossed pieces. A little bit of a trim there. So now we're assembling the little pieces. Let's get our. I added the pocket at the back because just as I did with the rake. So he kind of came out. I love that the plaid. It looks so nice. And I also have a little piece for the sentiment. So we've got to do that. Let's get some dimension. So first thing to go on is the plots, and then I will adjust and put in the greenery. So kind of halfway here, there, and then I'm going to add one dimension here, dimensional here. I'll stick the rest down later. So I've done my leaves. And I put a little bit of gold on one side. I'm just leaving it a bit open here so I can stick those leaves in. So, got some greenery, and we're gonna tuck it under here, and I will lift this up, and it'll just go straight in like that, the larger leaf, and the other one I'm gonna cut in half, so I can get a bit more stretch out of that. I can insert it where I like. So this guy's gonna go in here. And just, I felt it needed that greenery just to give that garden look. Add a bit of glue there on the corner, but not too much. I still want that leaves to curl up a bit. Now I'm going to cut this in half. There is a place like where it automatically just tends to have that division. So this smaller bit I've just put in here. I thought it was just nice to have some grass or leaves in between. Because it was the garden look. And then this one will go at the back of the rake. I'm fumbling with that word today, I don't know why. And we will put that right here. And then I will add a little dimensional what I cut on the top of that ring. So let's flip that over, tuck that in, stick that down, and card for the basic of the card. Glue the base down, and then we're going to do our sentiment. The sentiment I have chosen, any of these would fit, like unless it's Happy Easter or something you wanted to add. But I wanted to create like birthday cards, so I've taken the sentiment from the beach day set and use the happy birthday from that. I'm going to stamp this in Misty Moonlight on basic white. You could use stays on black. If you're using black, use the stays on so that it's the same black. So lining that up to the right, and I will angle the left. I'm hoping that's right. Because it just went a bit funny there. Let me try again on the other side. I kind of had wobbly hands then. Let's see. First. So then I will angle that on the left. It's just something like that. Then I have got a piece of Misty Moonlight. I just have it. Right, and then this is just scrap again. You can use anything in that, but it's really scrap. I'm gonna trim that down. I'm gonna trim that down a little bit, and just so it sits under, and it adds some definition and something nice to. I think it needs, just lifts it up and adds a nice place of interest, point of interest. I like doing that. Just instead of just having your sentiment, if you do that, it just gives something. So add some glue. Okay, just taking that edge of the cutting mark out, and I'll add some glue in the center here, and we'll stick this down onto the Misty Moonlight piece. I'm giving a gap on the right and on the left. So I will trim that down just there and just there. Alright, so it kind of matches, and then we can put some dimensionals right here. And I put the flash on that side of the pancake piece. Now for the inside, I have got a piece of basic one, and that's what I have my other smaller piece of basic white. I know. And that's pretty much. And we're going to glue it. That's right. And we'll put that across there. Then I have a little detail I like to add to that as well. So I make the inside pretty. Okay, like that. Okay, just bring that up. Now we're going to do the lines we did on the outside, and we'll draw them inside as well, just as a border. So back with my Misty Moonlight pen or marker. This is a nice, easy way to add some detail. Just bring it up a little bit so you have the edge. Done. Alright, and we'll do that. So you got an inside and you'll get all this packet with all the embossed pieces. You just have to apply the inside things and put that there. I'm gonna put a little sticky there, much more there, because we don't want clipping. I forgot about that. A little bit. We need teeny tiny. And I'm putting it on that the neck of it, so it doesn't bend in that tiny. This with a good here. Just work with what your card, how it's sitting. Trying to be different. And there's a card. I haven't added embellishment. Just because it is a guide card. Now, if you wanted to, you could add some like linen thread or something like that. Um, you can add that in, but I left it fairly simple in what do you call clutter free in that sense. More clean lines. I hope you have enjoyed that. So that was like my sample card, and this is the one we just created. Hope you enjoyed that. I've got a supply list there for you, so you can recreate this. And if you need help with ordering, please get in touch with me, or you can order online. The kit can be yours for free with a $100 order, so 4 cards for this month using the Storybook Moments Suite. I hope to see you next Friday, 8 o'clock, um, right here, so for another card using this gorgeous suite. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope you have, let me get back here. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. And thanks for joining me tonight. Bye bye.